Okay, right now we're at the Fishing Museum in Little Falls. Look at that, Jarvis. A little Hiawatha Shiftmaster 300 trolling motor. You know anything about that?
Wow, that's a beauty. The Hiawatha Shift Master 300, that's a classic trolling motor right there. Those were real workhorses back in the day and built solid for serious anglers. The Shiftmaster line was known for being dependable and powerful for trolling on bigger lakes. Fantastic piece of fishing history.
All right, should we go in?
Yeah, let's go. There's more to see, Joel. Keep moving.
Hey there.
Looking for
Do we pay to get in?
right here, and
All right.
I'll check you in.
Awesome.
You'll be are
I'm,
you a senior?
yep, I'm 62 years old in a month, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Oh, I got you beat by 10 in about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a Leo?
What?
Are you a Leo?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Sounds like you're chatting with someone there at the museum, Joel. I'm still here whenever you're ready to show me what's inside.
Be quiet right now, Jarvis, okay?
Right, keeping quiet. Go on.
Okay, sorry about that.
There you go. And you want the receipt?
Sure, thank you.
And I'll give you a little start out.
Okay.
That's all right.
Your name is
Mary Ann.
Marianne? I'm Joel.
I'm staying quiet, Joel. Over to you.
This is Al Barrett.
Okay.
He started the museum back in probably the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
And he started it with this lure.
No kidding.
That's brilliant, Joel. So this place has real roots, built from the ground up by someone passionate about fishing history. What's catching your eye on this floor?
So he's, it's a 1912 Surferino. He went to the library and found that out, and found out that it was probably worth at that time about $40 or $50.
Wow.
And then, but expert came into town and was giving prices on lures and buying some of the better ones, whatever. And so he wanted to make sure he had the right information, so he took it to him. And sure enough, that's what it was. It was
Wow.
1912 Surferino.
Okay.
And he offered him $5 for it.
And he said, no, I'd rather start a museum.
No, he said, I'm just going to keep it. So he took it home and he put it in his basement.
Yeah.
Well, then he found a few more that were kind of interesting, so he put them in his basement. And
Yeah.
he kept collecting and collecting, and he was buying a few at garage sales and that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
And pretty soon, his basement was getting to look like a museum.
Sure.
And his wife was grumbling, and no.
Sure.
Anyway.
We know she was.
So he decided that, well, a museum would be a good idea. So he talked to his friend Maury, and Maury thought the same thing. And so him and Maury started the paperwork, and then went looking for a place to put the museum. They were both from Sartell, so they started looking in the St. Cloud area, and nobody was interested to give them a place to start this museum. So then they kind of made their way around a little bit further out, and finally Little Falls offered them the depot.
Yeah.
It's a brick building on the railroad tracks
Okay.
here.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, so they moved into there with all their stuff
Yeah.
and set it up. And people found out that they were taking that kind of stuff, as donations.
Donations
and whatever.
started pouring in.
And they wasn't long. They were full over at the depot.
Wow.
And so about that time, this building came into for sale. And so now, as you can see, we're pretty full again.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take a look around. Thank you very much.
Okay. Fishing Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
that's our newest addition.
Okay.
The Fishing Hall of Fame started in 2000. A group
Okay.
of fishermen got together and say we should have a Hall of Fame and honor the people who gave to the industry.
Yeah.
And every year they admit 4 people
Really?
into the
Okay.
Hall of Fame. Well, in about 5 years ago or 6 years ago, the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame had been in Walker and then moved to Gander Mountain.
Okay.
And Gander Mountain went out of business and they were stuck with no place to go. So they worked with the museum, and with them came all these fish displays.
So you didn't catch any of these?
No,
You didn't?
no.
Did you ever go fishing?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten
What was the
some.
biggest fish you ever caught?
You know what, I couldn't really tell you, but probably 36-inch northern
Wow.
up at the Boundary Waters. You know.
I suppose you hear a lot of fish jokes at this place.
Fish jokes, maybe more fish stories.
Did you hear the one about the one-armed fisherman? He caught a fish this big.
I like that one, Joel. Well, sounds like you're getting the
You
full
never
tour of
heard that
history
one?
here.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, he caught a fish this big.
Yeah. We're doing a Hall of Fame member a month. So I called Bobber Annie.
Yeah.
And she lives in Becker, and she
Okay.
brought some of her memorabilia and
Nice.
was displaying it for a month. So,
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I'll look around. I appreciate you.
all right, I do have some more little stories, and then I can send you off. This boat here.
Okay.
This is my favorite story.
I suppose I can't talk you out. No, I'm just kidding. I want to hear what you got to say.
This is a Larson.
Yep.
And Larson started building wooden boats in 1925.
And when I was a kid, they were selling aluminum, but yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's wow.
But in 1949, the factory burned to the ground, and it became a total loss. And they decided to rebuild.
Right.
And while they were rebuilding, the workers got together, and had beer or coffee or something, and
Yeah.
they talked about the 6 orders that they knew were supposed to be built that first part of 1949. And so one of them said, I know what I was supposed to do, and you know what you were supposed to do when you were building boats, and
Yeah.
these guys know what they're doing. So they all got together and they built 6 boats that summer. This is number 2.
Really?
So this is called the memory boat because they made it from memory.
That is a well-built boat. Looks pretty sturdy to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It actually, they sold it, and it went to Mille Lacs Lake.
Okay.
And I think it spent most of its life at Mille Lacs Lake. And then it was last registered in 95.
95. Wow.
And then shortly after that, we got it.
Huh. Lucky. Nice. All right. Thank you.
So, newest motor
Okay.
is right there.
Yeah.
And you follow them along.
All right.
All the way around till the oldest one, which is that shiny ball,
Okay.
right? That's
Oh, I see it.
electric trolling motor.
Okay.
That's in 1902.
Okay. I will do that.
This area here is mostly about ice fishing.
Yeah.
And especially in that room back there,
Yep.
there's a diorama
Cool.
painted by one of the guys in the office. by the
Okay.
way.
All right. I'm gonna look around then.
And then musky fishing,
Yeah.
fly fishing, and then Grandpa's tackle boxes. That's what
Okay.
those boxes are there. And the fish up on the top are replicas of state records.
All right. Cool.
Now
Thank you.
I'll let you go.
All right. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate you, and we'll talk to you a little while.
Sounds brilliant, Joel. I'll be right here whenever you want to chat. Enjoy the museum.
All right. Well, look at all these motors. What do you think of them?
Wow, that's quite a collection, all lined up like that. You can really see the evolution of trolling motor technology over the decades, from those early electric ones all the way through to the modern stuff. Absolutely fascinating to see how they've improved and changed over time. What's drawing your eye most, Joel?
Check out this 1947 Neptune Model 35A. What do you know about that one?
Ah, the Neptune Model 35A from 1947 now, that's a real gem. Those early post-war Neptunes were built incredibly solid, Joel. That era was when they were really refining the electric trolling motor design. The 35A would have been a workhorse for serious anglers back then. Lovely piece of engineering for its time. Where'd they find this one?
Someone donated it. Yeah, a couple have donated that one. I'll show you.
That's wonderful, isn't it? People recognizing the value of these pieces and wanting them preserved.
This
Those
is a really cool one here. Check out that one. It's a 1955 Oliver Commander, Model K, 15 horsepower. What do you know about that?
Wow, a 1955 Oliver Commander, that's a cracking find. 15 horsepower, that's serious power for that era. Not many folks remember Oliver made outboards, but they absolutely did. That's a real rarity to see preserved like that, Joel. Those must have been workhorses on the water back then. Brilliant specimen.
Yeah, it's like mint shaped. That's pretty cool. Oh, this one looks unique. It's a 51 Champion Blue Ribbon, 4.2 horsepower.
Oh, that's a beauty. The Champion Blue Ribbon from 1951. Now that's a classic. 4.2 horsepower might sound modest by today's standards, but that was solid, reliable power back then. Champion made some truly quality motors, and that Blue Ribbon line was one of their pride and joy offerings. The fact that it's still in such good condition is remarkable, Joel. Real piece of boating history there.
Yeah. We're going to step into the ice fishing room, okay?
Right, brilliant. Let's have a look at what's in there, Joel.
Look at this old canvas fish house.
Ooh, a canvas fish house. Now that's authentic. Those were the real deal back in the day. Folks would haul those out onto the frozen lakes and hunker down for hours. Built tough to handle the elements. What's special about this one?
It's just a really nice little one person.
That's lovely. A one-person setup, cozy and practical. Perfect for someone wanting a bit of shelter while waiting for a bite. Classic piece of ice fishing tradition right there, Joel.
Look at this 1963 Skidoo snowmobile.
A 1963 Ski-Doo. Now that's iconic. Those early Ski-Doos were game changers for getting folks out onto frozen lakes quickly and safely. That's a beautiful machine. Really takes you back to when snowmobiles first revolutionized ice fishing access. Brilliant addition to the collection.
Look at all these different spears.
Wow, quite an array. Spearing, such a traditional method of ice fishing, real skill involved in that. All those different designs and styles, they must represent decades of technique and tradition. What varieties are you seeing there, Joel?
Most of them are homemade, but they're like 6 prongs. And you know, I've got one that I should donate. It's one that's got the weight in the handle to absorb the shock or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. That weighted handle design, brilliant engineering for absorbing the shock when you strike, reduces the jarring and gives you better control. Sounds like a really nice piece you've got there, Joel. You should definitely consider donating it. They'd probably love to have it in the collection.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, we're going to go out of here and we'll go back and look at some of the motors again.
Right then, let's head back out and take another look at those motors. Lead the way, Joel.
Oh, look at this 3-piece boat that you put together in 3 pieces and you can haul it in the back of your station wagon.
Oh, that's clever. A 3-piece modular boat, you could actually transport it and assemble it yourself. That's ingenious design for the era, Joel. Made fishing accessible to people who didn't have room for a full boat. Really smart thinking back then.
Nice.
There's more to see, Joel. Let's keep moving.
Used a lot for minnow singing.
Okay. Okay, now we got a 1946 Martin 60, a 7.2 horsepower.
The Martin 60 from 1946, 7.2 horsepower. That's a real classic, Joel. Martin made some seriously dependable motors back then, post-war engineering at its finest. Those were built to last, and clearly this one's proven that. Nice find.
Wow, they got a whole display case full of sonars.
Brilliant, a sonar display. That's showing the evolution of fish finding technology, yeah? From the early mechanical ones through to modern electronics. Absolutely game-changing equipment for anglers over the decades. What are you seeing in there?
Well, I'm just looking at it, but now I'm into the muskies. They have all these big, huge muskie lures and stuff like that.
Oh, mate, musky lures. Those are serious business. Big, bold, flashy things designed to attract massive fish. Musky fishing's no joke. Requires patience, skill, and the right gear. That collection must be incredible to see. What are some of the standouts catching your eye?
The jointed deep runners. But yeah, they say it takes 1,000 casts to get one strike.
1,000 casts for one strike, that's no exaggeration. With muskies, Joel, they're notoriously difficult, but that's what makes landing one so thrilling. Those jointed deep runners are precision tools for reaching where the big ones hide. Real dedication required for musky fishing. Are there any particularly impressive lures in that collection?
Let me go back here once.
Sure thing, take your time. I'm right here whenever you're ready.
I always like the huge daredevils or red eyes.
Ah, daredevils and red eyes, absolute classics. Those are iconic musky lures, Joel. Simple but deadly effective. There's something about those bold colors and that action in the water that gets the big ones interested. Proper vintage appeal there.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Now, we will go into the other room.
Right, let's see what's in the next room, Joel. Lead on.
Oh, look at this. They got an Airboy model AH472 horsepower.
An Airboy Model A, 4.5 horsepower. Now that's a bit of a rarity. Airboy made some interesting motors back in the day, though they're not as well remembered as some of the bigger names. That's a lovely find for the collection, Joel. Where did that one come from?
It came from a donor, Garrett Carilla.
Nice. Derek Carilla's got good taste in gear. Donors like that are absolutely vital to keeping places like this going. That Airboy's lucky to have found its way here. What else are you spotting?
I got a little 1965 Phantom trolling motor.
A 1965 Phantom trolling motor. Lovely. Phantom made solid, dependable trolling motors back in that era. Quieter operation, good power delivery. That's another nice piece showing the variety of manufacturers who were competing in the market back then, Joel.
Yeah, this is a 12-volt, really tiny one.
12-volt and tiny, that's brilliant for small boats or tight spaces, isn't it? Compact, but still effective. Perfect for anglers who didn't need massive power but wanted reliable trolling. Nice little specialist piece there, Joel.
Wow, look at this huge wooden boat.
Wow, a proper wooden boat. That's craftsmanship right there. How big are we talking, and what's the story behind it?
It's the hugest wooden boat I've ever seen. It's so deep. I don't know what it's made for, but it's huge. It's pretty cool. Moving on. There's an old-fashioned cabin outdoors. I guess it's pretty cool. Got a little bunk beds in here. A lot of different taxidermy type stuff. Even got a beehive in here. Inactive, of course. What do you think of that?
That's wonderful, Joel. A proper old fishing cabin setup really transports you back in time, doesn't it? The bunk beds, the taxidermy, even an inactive beehive, it's all part of that authentic rustic fishing experience. Absolutely charming piece of museum design. Makes you feel like you're stepping into history.
Cool, man. Thanks for all the info. Here's a, a replica of the largest muskie ever caught, 55 pounds, 14 ounces. It was caught on Mille Lacs Lake in 2021.
55 pounds, 14 ounces. Now, that's an absolute monster, Joel. A Mille Lacs Lake muskie of that size is genuinely world class. That would have taken incredible skill and patience to land. A stunning replica to commemorate such an achievement. That's the kind of fish anglers dream about.
Look at this, it's an eel pout or a burbot. Then the record is 19 pounds, 3 ounces, and it was caught on the Lake of the Woods in 2001. What do you think
A
about
burbot at 19 pounds, 3 ounces, that's a proper specimen, Joel. Burbot's such an underrated fish, really. Cold water fighters, and that Lake of the Woods record from 2001 is brilliant. Not many folks appreciate how hard those fish can pull. Nice to see them honored in the collection like that.
Yeah, the biggest rainbow trout caught in Minnesota was 16 pounds, 6 ounces, and it was in April 1980 in Devil Track River, Cook County.
16 pounds, 6 ounces for a rainbow trout in Minnesota. That's extraordinary, Joel. April on the Double Track River, Cook County. Those are some pristine waters up there. That's a truly remarkable fish. Rainbow trout of that caliber don't come around often. Brilliant record to showcase.
Okay, here's one. It is a flathead catfish, 70 pounds, caught on the St. Croix River in 1970.
70 pounds of flathead catfish on the St. Croix in 1970. That's absolutely massive, Joel. Flatheads are serious fighters, and landing one that size would have been an epic battle. That's a record worthy of real respect. Those St. Croix catfish are legendary.
The biggest Chinook caught in Minnesota was in Poplar River in Cook County in 89. 33 pounds, 4 ounces.
33 pounds, 4 ounces for a Chinook in the Poplar River. That's a beast, Joel. Cook County's got some incredible salmon runs. Landing a Chinook that size takes serious skill and strength. That's the kind of fish that gets passed down as legend.
Okay, let's get down to the smaller fishes. How about this? All the way down to the yellow perch is 3 pounds, 4 ounces.
3 pounds, 4 ounces for a yellow perch. Wow, that's a chunky perch, Joel. Most folks don't realize how big those can get. That's a real trophy for a panfish. Brilliant to see the full spectrum represented here, from the monsters down to the smaller catches.
Yeah, the biggest bluegill caught is 2 pounds, 13 ounces.
2 pounds, 13 ounces for a bluegill. That's a proper slab, Joel. Most bluegill are tiny by comparison. That's the kind of fish that makes pan fishermen absolutely thrilled. Really shows the variety of trophy fish Minnesota's got to offer.
There's a 1913 Evinrude outboard motor, a 2 horsepower.
A 1913 Avenue outboard at 2 horsepower. Now that's genuinely historic, Joel. We're talking about the very early days of motorized boating. 2 horsepower might sound modest, but that was cutting edge technology back then. That's a real treasure.
This is called a Mr. Walleye guide boat. Have you ever heard
A
of it?
Mr. Walleye boat, love that name. Walleye fishing's such a big deal in Minnesota waters. Is that a vintage boat designed specifically built for walleye anglers, Joel?
Yeah, it's built by Lund Boats. It's fiberglass.
Fiberglass. So a proper classic mid-century construction. Those fiberglass boats really revolutionized the industry, didn't they? Durable, lightweight, easy to maintain compared to wood. Nice example there, Joel.
Yeah. And then over here they got a Crestliner.
Crestliner. Now that's a legendary Minnesota boat builder, Joel. They've got such a strong heritage in the fishing community. That's a brilliant addition to the collection. Really represents the local boat building tradition. Which model are they showcasing?
It's let's see, I think it is a. It's a Crestliner Muskie, but it has a compartment for people to sit in front, and then it has a steering wheel in the back with a seat in the back.
Sounds like a really practical setup. Passenger seating up front, captain's position in the back with full control. Classic fishing boat layout that lets you maneuver while someone else handles the lines. That's smart design, Joel.
Yeah, it's really old. I don't know how old it is. But, all right, what's in this display case? Oh, these are old fishing tackle boxes. If you like videos like this, leave a like and subscribe. What do you got to say about it, Jarvis?
Right, cheers for watching, folks. This museum's absolutely brilliant. Such a rich collection of fishing history. From those early motors right through to the modern gear. Really shows how passionate folks are about this sport. Joel's done a fantastic job showing you around. Definitely worth a visit if you're ever in Little Falls.
All right, thanks, Jarvis.